Thank you to OneState for sponsoring this video. Hey everyone, I'm ExxotikGaming. In today's video, I'll be showing you all 10 upcoming AAA titles that were originally on PC and are coming for mobile devices very soon. The beautiful thing about mobile gaming nowadays is our phones are getting so powerful to the point where they're now able to run full-fledged PC games. Just take a look at Delta Force, for instance. That game is literally coming out for iOS, Android, console, and PC, and it looks incredible. Or how about Life and Death 2? That game is out right now in China, and supposedly at some point soon, we're going to get more information about a mobile version of the game. It's been an amazing year for mobile gaming, so I hope you all do enjoy this video. If you do, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe for more mobile gaming videos just like this. So, getting things started, we got to talk about Valorant Mobile. Everybody's talking about Valorant Mobile. In case you've been living under a rock, Valorant Mobile is going to be the mobile version of the extremely popular competitive PC first-person shooter known as Valorant, obviously. This is a tactical shooter where you can choose your agent and play with your friends in 5v5 matches. Each agent has their own unique abilities that can turn the tide of battle. We've been seeing some leaked gameplay from Valorant Mobile during their test in China for years at this point. That's what you've been seeing in the background of this video. However, some interesting news recently came out that will change the course of this game forever. There will be two different versions of Valorant Mobile coming soon. A Chinese exclusive version made by Tencent, which will come out first, and then a global version made by Riot Games a bit later on. Two separate teams will be working on these games, so they might end up quite a bit different from one another, but at the end of the day, when everything is all said and done, you'll still be playing Valorant on your phone. Next up, a game that you probably weren't expecting, unless you happened to see my video from a little while ago, is XDefiant. If you've heard of this game before, you'll know it as the game that all the big YouTubers and streamers were playing a few months ago. It was the game everybody was calling the Call of Duty killer. Now, whether you believe that or not is entirely up to you, but what I'm going to focus on today is the mobile version of the game. A few weeks ago, a trusted leaker on Twitter, SargeOP, said in one of the job listings for Live Operations Manager, Ubisoft mentioned online/mobile game development experience, and he even showed a screenshot from their job listings showing exactly that. This means Ubisoft is exploring the possibility of bringing XDefiant to mobile devices, and if they can get a good person in there to fill the job, it might just happen. Obviously, this game is still not 100% confirmed, and we need to be cautiously optimistic about it, but these leaks happened for Warzone Mobile a few years ago in the exact same way, and guess what? Warzone Mobile is now a thing. So yeah, let's hope development starts very soon. And before we move on to the third game, let's talk about today's video sponsor, OneState. We've been talking about a bunch of upcoming AAA titles for mobile. How about a different type of mobile game? OneState is a mobile multiplayer role-playing game where you can choose your own path and interact with hundreds of other players on a real map of America. Now, I want to be clear, this is not just another GTA clone. It's a game that focuses on the social aspect and realistic simulation of life. That's exactly in their words. You can be whatever you want in OneState: a cop, a soldier, a gangster, a businessman, or just an average worker. You can also create your own gang and live by your own rules. The possibilities are literally endless. You can start off as a food delivery guy, for instance, then get a free business and start making money, meet lots of cool people along the way, some of them friendly, some of them not, and you can even get into some crazy chases, shootouts, and robberies, just like you would expect in a game like this. It is really exhilarating. The graphics are awesome, the map is huge and detailed, the cars are realistic and customizable, and the characters are diverse and expressive. It's a really fun game. OneState is free to download and play, and it doesn't have any annoying ads. If you use the link in the description and you enter my promo code, you will get 10,000 in-game currency as a gift. Download to help support my channel. Hope you enjoy it, guys, and see you in-game. So yes, moving on to the third game on this list, since we already talked about Warzone Mobile earlier, I guess we should probably get this game out of the way. Warzone Mobile has been hyped up for a long time, even more than Valorant Mobile, and unless you've been living under that same rock again, you've definitely heard of this game before. I even flew out to London last year to play an early version of the game with a bunch of other YouTubers and streamers, and I freaking won a competition. Look at this trophy! Round 1 winner at the Warzone Mobile Global Summit. So yeah, Some other people have gotten invited to Call of Duty Next, another upcoming event later on this year where they're supposedly playing Warzone Mobile, and I would bet we're going to get a lot more information about the game then. It's possible that they could release it then, but I would bet probably not. The game is still quite a ways from being ready in my personal opinion, even though it is getting better, but yeah, I think it should be a bit more polished first before it releases globally. Regardless, Warzone Mobile is coming soon, and I am super excited about it. Another game I'm super excited about that you're seeing right now is CSGO, or more specifically, Counter-Strike 2 Mobile. It has been pretty much confirmed that at some point, Counter-Strike 2 will be coming to mobile devices. And I don't know if that means it'll be this year, next year, or even 2025 or later, but regardless, when it does come out, it has the potential to be bigger than any other game on this list. Even bigger than Valorant Mobile, which I know is a big statement. CSGO is a massively popular game, even years after it first released, and there's no reason why the mobile version won't be extremely successful as well. Counter-Strike 2 is basically the new and improved version of CSGO running on a better engine, and I honestly am just so excited for it, guys. You can actually play a version of CSGO on your Android phone right now if you want. I'll be putting a link down below in the description in case you want to find out more about it, but honestly, it might just be better to wait for the real thing. I know for a fact when this game does come out eventually, I'll be making a lot of videos on it. This game will be massive. And hey, another game that'll probably be super popular when it finally releases globally pretty soon is Rainbow Six Mobile. This is another AAA game that originally came out for PC and console, and back then it was called Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Mobile recently began a new test a few days ago for both iOS and Android devices, and I'll have a video talking about it more pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. But it's a tactical, close quarters, first-person shooter where you have one team trying to defend a bomb site and another team trying to disarm the bomb. There are a lot more game modes in this game now, and you have everything from fully customizable weapons and loadouts, characters with their own unique abilities and weapons, and so much more. This game has come a long way since its first closed alpha and beta tests, and I am really happy with the overall progression of Rainbow Six Mobile. It might not necessarily be as big as games like Warzone Mobile, Valorant Mobile, and CSGO when everything is all said and done, but I think it's definitely going to have a super loyal community that'll keep it alive for many years to come. So yes, moving along, the sixth game on this list is none other than Warframe Mobile. I've talked about this game a lot recently, and that's because the developers of Warframe just held a big convention called TennoCon a few days ago, where they talked more about the mobile version of the game. If you don't know anything about Warframe, it released back in 2013 for PC and was later available for all sorts of different consoles. It's a free-to-play sci-fi third-person shooter that combines elements of shooting, melee, parkour, and role-playing. You play as a member of the Tenno, a race of ancient warriors who have awoken from centuries of suspended animation to find themselves at war with different factions in the Origin system. It honestly has some of the coolest battles I've ever seen in any video game, and I am so excited we'll be able to play it pretty soon on mobile devices. You can visit their website to sign up for their beta tests, and the game is going to fully launch in 2024. It will be a cross-play and cross-progression enabled game, and yeah, this game is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to play it. Another game that I'm super excited to play again is Apex Legends Mobile. As you guys might remember, EA shut down Apex Legends Mobile a few months ago after only a year since its release due to low player counts and the inability to revive the game, and we all thought everything was completely lost. Luck would have it, though, that not too long after the game shut down, Tencent decided to bring it back from the dead and recreate Apex Legends for mobile devices under a different name. This game is called High Energy Heroes, and they've already had several tests in China so far. Maybe some of you guys were lucky enough to get into those tests, and I would bet a full release is going to happen pretty soon. Most interestingly, though, is the fact that we might get the real Apex Legends Mobile returning at some point in the near future. Sarge OP, the leaker that we talked about before, is pretty confident that the game will make a comeback. It might even be cross-platform, and the release dates might be in a couple of years from now. My prediction is Tencent will release High Energy Heroes for China. It'll do very well over there. Respawn will watch what happens over there, and if it does well, they will team up with Tencent to help create a global version for everyone. It's too early to tell for certain, but it's certainly a possibility. But hey, the game that you're seeing right here, this game is for sure coming out, and it's coming out very soon. This is the Division Resurgence, the mobile version of The Division. This game being a free-to-play third-person shooter RPG set in a shared open-world environment. It takes place in New York City after a virus outbreak has created the collapse of the American government. You're an agent in the strategic Homeland Division, and your mission is to restore order and civility in this apocalyptic world. I've already played the beta version of this game and I loved it. It looked so good, had super impressive graphics, and it really looked ready for release. It isn't out yet, but I would bet this game could come out as soon as the end of the year. I should mention this game also has a special mode called the Dark Zone, where you can enter as a solo or as a team in a contaminated area of the city. There are lots of enemies everywhere, but super good loot that you can't find elsewhere, and you need to collect it, extract it, and then you'll be able to use it. It's kind of like a Tarkov mode in a way. It's a really high-risk, high-reward scenario, and this is one of my favorite games on this list. And getting close to the end here, the second to last game on this list is Assassin's Creed Codename Jade, or Assassin's Creed Mobile, whatever you want to call it. A mobile version of an Assassin's Creed game has been leaked for a while now, and recently there were some more closed beta tests that happened where a lot more people were able to play the game. From the gameplay that you can find on YouTube to the trailers that have been posted by the developers, the game looks awesome. It's set in ancient China during the time the Great Wall was being constructed. You can create your character and explore a vast open world full of historical landmarks, secrets, and enemies. Assassin's Creed games focus on stealth, parkour, combat, and assassinations, and in this game, you can use various weapons and gadgets such as hidden blades, grappling hooks, and firecrackers. There are co-op and PvP modes, as well as the story mode, and this game has almost limitless possibilities. I always love open world games, so something like this is right up my alley personally. Hopefully, global release comes pretty soon. So before we get to the last game on this list, one honorable mention is Battlefield Mobile. Despite the original game getting shut down a few months ago, SargeOP, the leaker that we talked about before, has just recently leaked some truly incredible news. The game is supposedly coming back, and it's being made by the real developers of Battlefield, DICE, as they were originally called. I think Battlefield Mobile was just a trial run, and EA mistakenly had an inexperienced company, Industrial Toys, creating the game, and the original Battlefield developers didn't want the mobile version of the game to go to waste. The mobile gaming market is by far the biggest, way bigger than console and PC, whether you like it or not, and they want to get in on the action. So they are already beginning to hire some people who have experience designing mobile games, and more importantly, they're toying around with the idea that this game might be a cross-platform game. So it's possible we might have one of the next big Battlefield games, a game as big as Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, or even Battlefield 1, coming to mobile devices. We might not have some bad mobile version of the game, we might be getting the full thing, and it might look just like it does on PC. And with how fast mobile gaming is progressing, I think that's entirely possible by the planned release dates in late 2025 or early 2026. This future game might revolutionize mobile gaming forever. And finally, the last game on this list is none other than Destiny Mobile. Yes, we recently got some more information about this game, and I would bet Destiny Mobile is going to come out at some point toward the end of 2024. We've not gotten to see any gameplay yet, so it's still a ways to go, to be honest, but not too long ago, the developers of Destiny, Bungie, have ramped up hiring for Destiny Mobile, including internal testers, graphical engineers, and other key roles. Most importantly, Destiny Mobile will be a standalone title and not directly connected to Destiny 2, so it's a brand new game altogether. Recently, SargeOP has said Destiny Mobile is still in development, so as long as we can take his word, it's still going well, and eventually at some point soon we're going to get some more news. I don't know if they're going to begin closed alpha tests soon and we'll start to see some leaked footage, or if the developers themselves are going to announce the game, but regardless, the futuristic sci-fi first-person shooter Destiny is coming to mobile devices at some point in the near future, and I am super excited to play it. And with that being said, that wraps everything up. That was technically 11 new upcoming AAA games coming to mobile devices in the near future. Which game are you most excited for? Let me know down below in the comments, and let me know if there were any other games that I missed. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe for more mobile gaming content just like this. Oh, and by the way, be sure to go down below in the description and check out OneState. Download the game to help me as a creator, use my promo code, and get some free currency in-game. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you all in the next episode.